and they say you'd better off getting married, and then you wouldn't have to solve all your DIY problems by yourself. Really, such an easy solution to all my problems?
No, this is not a post-apocalyptic video. This is a typical day in Kyiv, in the capital of freedom. Hello everyone, greetings from the capital of freedom. In this video I will show you how we, ordinary residents of Kyiv, live in our city during the war. So, what's the news in Kyiv? What's the news in the capital of freedom? Miracles do happen in Kyiv, yeah. Today I decided, right now I'm on my way to the university, and today I decided to start with this story. I'm not sure whether you remember, so oh my God, this is a little bit challenging to film when it is so windy. So in March, in one of my videos, I mentioned my neighbor Aunt Tanya, Teta Tanya. I was talking about some Kievan YouTubers who are showing their luxurious lives while ordinary Ukrainians are trying to survive, and they can't afford vacations, they can't afford buying even an EcoFlow. So I said that my neighbor Teta Tanya, she's the same age as my parents, she's 62, so she's working 4 jobs because she's trying to save up money for a power station. Oh my God, sorry. Once I asked her why she needed this power station so much, and she said, like, my cat Monya and a TV set are my only companions, and moreover, I need to follow all the news about the exchange of the prisoners of war. I told you that her son went to the front line several years ago, and for more than 1 year he has been reported as a missing in action, but she believes that he is still alive and one day he will be exchanged. So she thinks that he is held somewhere in the Russian captivity. Who knows, who knows? So she was dreaming about an EcoFlow. I have never started a fundraiser for her. I just mentioned her, and I was so shocked when in a few days one person from the USA sent me money, and he wrote, please buy an EcoFlow for your neighbor Aunt Tanya, but he wanted to remain anonymous. Yeah, so it was like Easter present. I wanted so much to film her reaction, but I filmed only the delivery of that EcoFlow. I will explain why I couldn't film her. So there are several reasons. The first reason is that once I made a mistake, I shared with my neighbor Aunt Tanya that Russians were sending threats to me, and she said, yes, because it was your fault. You forgot that you are just an academic teacher. You decided to play a superhero. And why, she asked me, why did you show our building, our yard? Why did you show a view from your window? Now all the Russians know your location, so you have endangered your kids and you have endangered your neighbors. Honestly, I've never thought about my neighbors. Maybe she is right. And there is another reason. She thinks that that Russians have like special lists of all family members of the Ukrainian soldiers, and they can blackmail Ukrainian soldiers who are held captive in Russia, and one day they will kill all family members of the Ukrainian soldiers. I don't want to comment on this, but once I watched a documentary about Russian occupants who came to Kherson, and yeah, they had special lists. And one woman, I don't remember whether I told you this story, one woman had to cut her hair off for her not to be recognized by Russians, because they even had pictures. Okay, it's a long story. To cut a long story short, when we delivered that EcoFlow to my neighbor, firstly she was stunned, and then she said, did you buy this for me? I told her, like, are you kidding? You know my salary. I can't, I wish I could, but I can't afford making such expensive gifts. And then she said, so is it a kind of state program? So Ukrainian state is buying EcoFlows for all the Ukrainian pensioners whose sons, whose children are at the front line. Excuse me, I'm a little bit sick. So I told her, oh my God, yeah, this is the state program, and Zelensky personally went to the shop this morning, and Zelensky personally chose a power station for you. Why are you so naive? Can't you believe that people from the USA bought you this power station? And then she said, okay, but how did they know about me? I told her, please believe me, I have never filmed you. For them, you are like an abstract, like an average Ukrainian woman whose son is a real Ukrainian hero and who is fighting at the front line right now. My dear friends, she started crying. She couldn't believe that some strangers could help her. And then for several hours I have been explaining her how to use this EcoFlow, and she was making notes in her old notebook. It was, miracles do happen, and this is you, my Never Give Up community, who make people happy. Thank you so much. And thank you, this anonymous person from the USA. I do know you, but for everyone you will be anonymous. Thank you so much.
My dear friends, April 2026, and it seems someone will be very happy today. Teta Tanya. And even Richie. Because Richie is always happy when someone is happy. Yeah, Richie? Let's go to Teta Tanya. Ну, пішли. Донести ще до другого поверху. Ну, давай швидше, я... О, Боже.
Last week I was deeply moved by a video of one old Ukrainian man who lost absolutely everything. So he lived in Donetsk region, then the Russian missile hit his house, ruined it, and he and his family moved to Chernihiv. region, and there the Russian missile hit their building again. It killed his wife and his kids, so he took all his belongings. He took 14 hens and his dog, and he decided to find a better life in Kyiv. So he was driving his small old Zhiguli with all his belongings, with all those hens and his dog. It was, I don't know how to comment on this. So many lives have been destroyed by Russians. So many lives. You know, yesterday my parents told me, have a look at the petrol prices. You'd better sell in your old American car and you'd better buy a small electric car. And I told them, but what if there is no electricity? You know, I'm so fed up with all this. What if there is no power? What if there is no heating? What if there is no drinking water? You can't predict everything. So what are the secrets to survival during the war? You know all my secrets. Yes, my dear friends, this is Kyiv. Right now we are having an air raid alarm and I am planting flowers. This is my way to escape this terrible reality. And this is my stolen pine from the village. It seems local dogs do love it. Yes, this is my way to survive here in Kyiv.
It appears I'm really good at causing a utility crisis. I would call it a plumbing apocalypse. Yes, a plumbing apocalypse.
Look at this disaster. I have flooded my neighbor, that old lady who lives below my apartment. So firstly, it was just a small drip, but then a huge stream of water started pouring out. And I wanted to cut off the water, but it didn't work. Черт.
Не набирай. Очень прикольно. Да, бачиш.
Бо я вчора перекривала там внизу, але воно все одно текло.
Так, а тряпок.
Воно спочатку капало, а я вирішила підкрутити трошки. Але баба Маша каже, що в неї там дуже багато води зібралось. Знизу. Да, вона каже, що в неї там навіть відра стоять. Але вона казала... So many people have been asking about my celebrity Maine Coon Tosik. There is no good news, unfortunately. You know, we have been giving him some medicine for his joints, but it's clear a new hip joint can't grow by some miracle. So, but still, I haven't decided on the surgery. But I do understand that one day, maybe in May, we will have to go for surgery for Tosik. You know, Tosik, he's like a twin brother, the main Kyiv zoo attraction, the lynx Stepan. So if you are in Kyiv, go to the Kyiv zoo and you will meet Stepan. So Stepan has been criticized for being overweight, like my Tosik, and the zoo staff put him on special low-calorie diet, but Stepan, like a real Ukrainian, can't lose weight. So Tosik, my cat Tosik, can't lose weight as well. I'm also giving him low-calorie food, but after he has eaten his food, he just goes and eats my dog's rich food. We can't do anything. I will show you Stepan. Oh my God, I forgot to tell you. Another misfortune has befallen my celebrity cat Tosik. Yes, my son, my son is 14 years old, and he did absolutely a terrible thing. So several days ago, when my daughter and I came home, we discovered that my son gave a haircut to our cat Tosik, but he cut off his distinctive, I don't know how to call this, tufts on his ears. For some reason he decided that they were like a sign of neglect, I don't know. So he decided to prepare our Tosik for visiting a vet. My daughter and I, we felt like crying. My daughter was crying and shouting at my son like, "You have spoiled everything. You spoiled his appearance." All I can say, thanks God, everyone is alive. But pardon, excuse me. It seems I have caught a flu. There is a huge flu epidemic in Kyiv. Yes, you may say, Russians for sure will write, she has a flu and she is walking in Kyiv and filming and talking her silly stories. Yes, because I'm a responsible one and I'm filming another page of my war diary. So, my dear friends, Tosik is hard to recognize now, but this is not the worst thing that happened in Kyiv. So what's the news in Kyiv? What's the news in the capital of freedom?
My dear friends, Tosik knows everything about drones. No, please. Tosik, no. Yes. Oh, Tosik, do you like your new style? Oh, look at his ears. Poor Tosik.
I can't afford helping people on my salary. I'm just an ordinary Ukrainian teacher. I'm a widow with 2 kids. All I can do is just to show you and to tell you about the people in need. It's like I'm bringing people together. Do you remember an old advertisement of Nokia? Nokia connecting people. Yeah. Nokia, no. Vita bringing people together. Okay. I just wanted to tell you thank you so much for helping people, for bringing joy in Kyiv, in our Ukraine and Remote Village. Thank you for supporting Ukraine. Thank you so much.
You are the people who are making this world a better place.
Thank you for watching. Pray for Ukraine. And goodbye. And never, never, never give up.
There can't be no light if darkness don't exist. He never left my side. He showed me the way out of all the storms raging at the sea. He gave me back my life. I owe him everything.